Hello everyone, my name is Dikshit. So today we will gonna learn how to automatically copy data from AWS S3 by using Lambda event. So in this lecture, we will try to learn how the data is copying from one bucket to another bucket. So for that, we need to have S3 bucket with, with two buckets. We need to create source and the destination. Okay, uh, let me create a bucket here. So the bucket name should be very unique. Let me name it as a Lambda hyphen source hyphen S3 hyphen file copy, and make sure the public access should be denied. And let me save this. We'll see whether the bucket will create or not. Maybe it will throw some error. Okay, the bucket is created and we need to copy this one, and we need to create a new bucket with the destination. Yeah, get destination bucket. And check the public access is denied, and let's save this. So the first part is over. Let me show you the architecture once. So here, uh, as we are admin, we need to create a bucket, and we are by the bucket we need to create some Lambda events. So through the events, the triggers will do when we copy from one bucket to another bucket. The source bucket will be take the data and it will throw the data to the destination bucket, and the source data will be deleted automatically. So that's what we need to do. So here we created two buckets, and we need to create lam IAM role for that. And I have a document for this. I will share you in the description as well. Okay, here you can see the Lambda. So below the minimum permissions needed to move and delete objects in the source bucket and to save objects in the target bucket. So we need to copy this code and paste it in the policy. Okay, let me create a policy here. Create a policy. I'm just going to the JSON format because we need to paste the JSON format, right? So let me clear and paste this. Okay. So just we will walk through the code. So the here effect will be allow. What we are allowing, just get object and delete object. And we need to change the name here, the bucket name. Let me show you like S3. We need to copy, and we need to do one thing also. In the source bucket, we need to create a for like a folder on that. Okay, okay, here we need to create a folder as images, and we need to save. Okay. Once this part was done, we need to copy the source bucket and we need to paste it here. We need and we need to add here also. Here the allow permissions will be the list bucket, and here we need to paste this. Okay, paste this, and in the below we need to see the put object that we are putting. Just remember this. I will tell you this later why we need to put that object. Here we need to paste the destination one and just rename it. Okay, and go next and give a bucket name, lambda file hyphen copy S3. Okay, you can check here your what access we are given, list, read and write, and then create a policy for this. After the policy was created, we need to assign it to the role. So here we need to assign a role for that. Lambda. What? I think I forgot to. Just let me check which store I have. I'll type in just customize the lambda file copy. Okay, we need to create a role. and AWS services, and which use case that we are using Lambda, right? Okay, here we need to give the policy Lambda file copy, yes, and next, and we need to give a role for that Lambda role copy files. Okay, go with the default and create a role. So till now what we have done, so we created S3 two buckets and we created IAM role and IAM policy as well. So now we need to create a Lambda to trigger. So it is a serverless, so it can be deployed anywhere. So it will be managed by the AWS service only. So here we need to create a function with, okay, go with the create function author and scratch, and we need to give function name Lambda, or else Lambda S3 hyphen copy files to destination. Here the runtime will be Python 3.9. And here comes the main part. As execution role, we need to select an existing role, because we earlier we created a role, right? Okay, so now we can create a function, and in the when you come below, will have you will see the code section. Over here we need to paste some Python code. Boto3 we need to like assign, and we need to give the Python. So here you can see import Boto3. Just copy this thing. Okay, remove this, and you need to paste it here, and take a copy of that bucket name, and you need to paste it here, and here we need to paste the destination one, and rename it destination. Okay, and now we need to deploy, because you can see above it was undeployed. So once the deployment was done, we then only we can execute that Lambda function. Then you can see that it was current state. Yeah, so it was done, and we need to add a trigger, because if anything we added in the S3, it will trigger to the destination one, right? So here we need to add source file copy, and here we need to give some put put event type, because as I said earlier in the code, you I think you've seen that code here. The effect will be put, right? So that's why we are just assigning that put event type, and we need to give that name images slash, and we need to acknowledge this, and we need to add. Okay, the connection was established and everything's working fine, and we need to check whether the files are moving from source to the destination. I'll just add some random files here in my local directory. Adding files. Okay, PC in the, okay, in the GitHub project. Take this to 3 files and open. See, I'm adding 3 files totally. It was 10 KB. When you add these 3 files, it will automatically move to the destination file, and in the source it will be deleted. You can see the bucket was empty in the source bucket, and when you observe in the destination, the files is moved. See, the images and the files was 3. Yeah, that was. So if you like this video, you can share to your friends and subscribe to my channel.